Hello, this is Chris Brett from Eurogamer, joined by Mr. John Watson, the technical director for the Banner Saga 2, Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Nailed it. I was a huge fan of the original game. It both looked and sounded wonderful. It's like wonderfully animated Vikings and giant Vikings at that.
Yeah.
And you know, you've hit all my favorite things.
Yeah.
So we're back with Banner Saga 2, and we're going to jump into the, this is a demo on the stage floor, so it's not quite the same as the final game, right?
Correct.
This isn't
This
how it
represents
begins,
about
right?
half of the first. It is how it begins. Well, the start screen is different. It looks the same, but there's more menu options on the.
Sure.
But it's going to go right into Chapter 8.
Okay.
And it'll be the same beginning, and then it skips a little bit of Chapter 8, and it goes to about halfway through Chapter 8 for the demo.
Cool. Well, I'm going to play as Alette because that's who something happened at the end of the last game, and you know what? I just feel like I'm going to pick Alette because maybe that reflects the choice that I made. Whatever. Nice and vague. Cool.
So, for this choose a profile, this is because it has 5 save profiles, and the other players who've been playing here have filled up all the save profiles. So
Excellent.
You get to overwrite one of their saves.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us.
So the Banner Saga 2, it's taking on the decisions from the last game, and something I was really impressed by, and actually hopefully we'll see it in this game, that it's not just like Rook and Alette, you know, major characters, major decisions that we made, but also some of the smaller ones, right? Some of the more minor characters from the first game.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of the game is the characters, and many of the characters in the first game either could have died or left you.
So this is importing your save file from that game?
You can import your save file, or you can start fresh with one of the choices you've chosen. So if you import your save file, the characters will be as they were, and all of the progression will be saved, ranking the items, everything else. And then the story decisions as well will be saved. So the important moments where you chose to side with whomever, or there are quite a few events throughout the game, and all that is remembered and carried through in the story.
Excellent. So what exactly is happening now? This is at the end of the game. The kind of your main group set sail for the human capital.
Correct. That's what's happening here.
Is that what we're heading in that direction?
Yeah, you're heading west from Borsgard to Arborang. Borsgard was laid siege to in the end of Banner Saga 1.
I remember that.
And you hastily built some ships and sailed down the river. And Arborang is the human
You say
capital.
hastily. I had to look after that freaking siege whilst those ships were being built.
Yeah.
I don't know how hasty you think that was. That felt like a long time.
Yeah, well, it takes a while to build a ship.
All right.
So this is, you've stopped to help. You see Dredge attacking a small village. So you decide to stop and help because
of course that's
can't
what you
help
do.
yourself. You can't just let him die. So this guy who's attacking the Dredge is a new character we've introduced named Alio. He's a Scald, which is a new class.
Right.
They have lots of abilities to assist.
Is this Alette? Looks like
Alette.
it. Yeah. All right, there we are.
And,
Oh man. The whole gang's back together. All right, cool. So this is just like the tutorial stuff, showing how to play the game.
Yes. This tutorial introduces many of the same concepts as the tutorial of the first game. It's similar, so if there's a checkbox there, it wants you to click the checkbox. If there's no checkbox, then it's waiting for you to perform an action.
So yeah, the interesting thing on the combat side of things is that, as you can see down in this corner, you always alternate turns with the enemy.
Yes.
Even if they have fewer troops than you, that still happens up until the last enemy, and
Correct.
then it becomes, I forgot what the phase was called, but...
It's called pillage mode, and the initiative order is basically locked in, and all of your people go, and then they go.
Yeah, and that's basically to stop the fact that if you kill all the enemy troops except for one very powerful unit, you could actually leave yourself in a really bad spot where that one unit, without pillage mode, could kind of cause you some issues.
Because with the way the turn order works, it makes it so that makes it so that a smaller force actually has a fighting chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's one of the things we like about the game. We like the fact that you can come into, in many cases in the battles, you can come into a situation that appears hopeless, but you're hanging in tooth and nail to the very end and often succeed.
Sure. I imagine most people watching this will have some idea of the Banner Saga already, but yeah, the other thing you really need to know is that your health is also how much damage you can do, and that means that you actually find in some situations that what you want to do, the ideal way to win a game is to get everyone low on health without killing them. That always seemed to be one of like a good starting plan if you can manage it, because then they're always having to take a turn with characters that can't do much damage.
So you can use them if you know what the turn order is going to be. You can take advantage of that by making it so the next enemy to go is not going to have any options available to him, or you move away from the next one, or you use one of the enemies to block a different enemy. In fact, after this battle, if you were playing as Rook, Rook is distraught and mad with rage, and he runs off the battlefield and into the dredge and is fighting on his own.
So the game's already
different.
In that way, at least, it's already changed because of the decision in the last game.
And that Rook is facing, I don't remember how many, about 8 big dredge. And
classic Rook, that is.
A clever player can actually win the battle. It's basically unwinnable, but
nice.
you can win it, and there's an achievement for doing that.
So yeah,
by taking advantage of the turn order.
I have played this demo with Rook before, and yeah, Alette seems like she's got her shit together a little bit more. She hasn't quite. Obviously, she's mourning the loss of something that's gone on in the past game. I don't know how much we can talk about it. I think people have probably guessed from the main menu option.
It's been long enough that we can.
Okay.
We can talk about it.
She's not going to be that happy, but unlike Rook, she seems like she's not fueled purely by rage. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, the approach that Alette and Rook take in this game in Banner Saga 2 are almost opposites of each other. Rook is in a situation where he is completely destroyed. His daughter's died due to his own choices.
Okay, you spoiled it, not me, just so we're cool.
Yeah, I think that it's been long enough that if someone has watched this far into the video, and he, as a father, his whole purpose of living was to protect her.
The player's whole purpose, in some way, in that first game, because Rook was sort of the main character, it always felt like you were like, make the decisions that keep her safe, or keep the whole group safe, because Banner Saga is about looking after a group of people traveling through the land.
It really is. So Rook's meaning of life is gone. So he's done. He would just as soon climb up on a hill, sit down, and just die.
So mechanically, how much does this change the game? Like I am always a little bit worried because the branching storylines sound really expensive to make as a game developer. How far can you really take that?
Well, so the differences in the story are purely driven by character. The story, the caravan is trying to go to Arbring in both cases. They visit the same locations in both cases.
So it's more like the flavor
a lot
of
the
it?
same battles, but the dialogue and the character development is totally different.
Okay. Yeah, so that sounds fair. It just sounds incredibly difficult to really have a game that can split in two directions just so drastically, because you as the dev must be thinking, well, what if people aren't seeing half of this game?
Well, the funny thing is there's lots of stuff in here like that. I mean, already you're only seeing half of the dialogue depending on your choice. And there's most of the characters that you have could have died. Gil is a good choice.
Yes, right. So this is, we're about to see this. I really want to
I think he's in this demo.
Yeah.
But for people who played Banner Saga 1, I think based on the Steam achievements, only about 5 to 6% of people manage to get through the game and they go alive.
So yeah, right, he's right there. This is what I like about what you've done here. That character, as you said, if people played the first game, 5% of them kept him alive because his heart was in the right place, but man, did he make some choices that put him in danger, or like you were forced to. And I love that and it's not that he's just in the game and he's in your party, he's got some dialogue to him as well.
Yeah, he's an important character. He's affectionately attached to Alette. And they have a relationship.
I remember when you first introduced Eagle to the group, like in the first game, I was like, right, I got to keep this guy alive because he'll probably keep Alette alive, and that sounds about right. But yeah, that's excellent. I love it. I love that you've managed to make a deal out of a character that so many people let die in this game.
I love the idea of someone playing the game and talking about it, and the person who hears them talking about it says, "Wait, that didn't happen for me.
Yeah.
How did you do that?"
Sure.
I love that idea. So, here we have Alette. Unlike her father, Rook in this stage is haggard and doesn't really want to even lead the caravan anymore. Everyone is looking to him as, you have to lead us. We don't know what to do without you. And he doesn't want to. He's doing it reluctantly. Alette, on the other hand, is grieving as well, but she has the energy and the skills and the knowledge. She knows that she can do what's necessary to lead the caravan. She wants to be responsible for it. But because she's a young woman in this culture, it's just not. Most of the people have trouble accepting that. So she wants to help, she wants to lead, but she has to take that leadership. She has to assert her leadership, whereas Rook's situation is almost exactly the opposite. He doesn't want to lead anymore, and everybody is trying to assert that he is the
We know
leader.
you're really angry, but anyway, can you walk me through these characters? How many of these could have died in the last game? So obviously we've got Eagle, who we've mentioned, who's there.
Mogan could have died. Krumer could have died.
So Mogan here.
Yeah, starting up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Mogan,
so he was a twin, right? And
one of the twins. Mogan and
you
Hogan
could have kept both
dead.
of them alive,
You
possibly.
could have kept them both alive.
Excellent. All right.
Krumer could have died.
Oh man, I always love this guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people use the war leader's ability, but a war leader, turns out in this game with the war leader and especially if you get rank 3, forge ahead, where you can do it at range, combine that with somebody like Bulwark, who has a frenzy attack, who can hits twice every turn.
Sure.
Or even he has an additional ability he gets that allows him to Cull the Weak, which means if he makes a killing blow, he gets another free move.
Yeah.
So if you use those two guys in conjunction, you can really dominate. But it's kind of an underused ability, Krumer's ability. Ludin could have died, the Prince of Men.
Really? I can't remember that. You could have let Ludin die.
Yeah, you could
He
have let
seems
Ludin
like
die.
a vital character to the story.
He is.
He's like your link to the human race.
His father is the king of Arboretum.
Yeah. He was a bit of a shit though.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, if he had to die, he had to die. You know what I'm saying?
I think Bercy and Mogr and Egil could have died.
So
And maybe Grist too.
somewhere around half of these characters
Yes.
may not even be in your game, and
Yes.
they all have like some more than others, obviously. But like Ludin's going to have quite a bit of dialogue, I presume, in this game if you kept him alive because of his role.
There's a fair number of characters too. In this demo, we kept it fairly simple. You could have about twice as many characters starting the game under certain circumstances.
What's a good setup here? I can't really remember the class types.
Well, you definitely want Alio, the new Skald.
Yep, go.
I am a big fan of Trygve. I love the spearman abilities.
Yeah, but I always feel like you got to take the prince if you're going to use a spearman.
Yeah, but he is rank 1.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. You tricked me in the last game to thinking that he was more important. He had to stay alive, or he would like. I remember when I was playing it, I was like, right, I'm going to rank up the characters that I don't think the developers are going to kill. I remember actually actively picking ones.
If you're trying to negotiate with his father later on, it certainly might be helpful to have him alive.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so that looks like a decent setup. Have we got another battle to show before?
There will be a battle after you leave the village.
Okay, so do I need to talk to everyone first?
Yes, talk to Bulwark. So
all right.
Juno's back. She's given Bulwark a task to take a cart.
How are we doing with
cart.
the big serpent right now?
Well,
how's all that going?
Well, he shows up.
I'm not surprised.
He plays a big role in this story.
I didn't entirely see what was just said here, but I'm going to go for the snarky response.
Sure.
Okay, maybe that didn't help.
The person you just saw there is Folka. She's Bulwark's second in command.
Right.
The Ravens are a mercenary group. Bulwark is quite amoral and
sure.
He's ethical to the extent that he will fulfill his contracts, but otherwise somewhat evil.
Right.
Folka provides a sort of a rational counterbalance to Bulwark's berserk nature.
Mm-hmm.
You see, suffered from she's a brawler. She's got broken noses and scars, and
I like it.
She's just a beast.
And then we've got Udleaf, who I thought you killed in the last game. That wasn't cool, man. The bit in the forest. Could she have died, actually? She has to survive.
Canonically, was Udleaf? Was it possible for Udleaf to die?
Yeah.
You
make it look like I think at one point maybe when you're betrayed. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, but she doesn't die.
Yeah, that totally freaked me out.
That one was a little squishy.
All right.
But maybe not.
No, it was a good story.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was
Well, I mean, squishy in the sense that a lot of people think she's dead.
All right. And
And now
do I need to? I'm not going to worry about the
no one's
morale
stopping
and things
the
like
market.
that.
You only have 7 days worth of supplies, so
Oh, okay. Right.
the plus button.
Yeah, got it.
This is a perhaps, sorry.
I'll buy as many supplies as I can, I guess, because
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
that's generally the rule. And actually, I've still got enough renown to get something. So I get a nice.
That means you draw less aggro.
Yeah,
from
that'd be
enemies,
good
so-
for like from perhaps actually Alette could use something like that, unless she's already got
she doesn't
something.
already have something.
Oh, in
So
fact, I haven't done
you press
promotions
the
as
X
well.
button next to the promote to hide that. Oh,
Yeah.
she doesn't have anything. Right, there you go.
Cool. And should I?
Yeah, it's good for an archer.
Yep.
Now, see, this is something we added.
Okay.
So wait, cancel this for 1 second. Hit promote. Continue. Now, when we added additional ranks. Now that she's going to rank 6, she can choose an additional ability. She
Okay.
has one to choose from. It's called Overwatch. This is quite a powerful ability.
Okay.
And every
Where
character.
where did you draw the inspiration for Overwatch from? Was it perhaps XCOM?
Yeah.
Mate, I'm a huge XCOM fan. It's the correct place to draw inspiration from.
Yeah,
for the turn-based game.
this is with her, especially when she if she's getting a puncture bonus on an enemy with a damaged armor. It's brutal.
Yep. So this is the thing. You're spending renown on supplies so that you don't starve to death. Nice items, which I probably shouldn't have bought that now that I think about it, and also promoting. Renown is like you never have enough. You never have enough for everything.
Yeah, it is a resource scarce. One thing that we've changed in Banner Saga 2, though, is in Banner Saga 1, some people felt like there was no real mechanical reason to keep the caravan alive. You felt like you might have felt like you wanted to do it ethically or as a goal.
I don't think that really was, right?
But there really wasn't much of a reason. You could gain extra morale. The morale is a good reason. If everybody starves to death, your morale will be in the toilet, and that affects combat. But what we've changed is, first of all, clansmen take less supplies for maintenance. Their daily supply usage. Fighters take more. You can train clansmen into fighters, which you couldn't do before. So now when you encounter war scenarios, you need enough fighters to protect your clansmen. So now you have control over the number of fighters.
That's
clansmen also are able to forage as you travel through the world, so they actually can find supplies as you go. And you get quite dramatic renown bonuses during wars for protecting the clansmen. So if you have a lot of clansmen in your party,
Okay, so it actually comes back around. That's good.
it comes back around.
I like that. But that was perhaps an issue of the first game. So you never really knew when your next meal was coming in the Banner Saga, which was great.
It's still the case in Banner Saga 2, but there are real game mechanical reasons to keep the caravan alive, and it ends up, if you can keep them alive long enough and you protect them and you show good leadership, it will end up benefiting you.
I like that you've had to think of a way to justify doing the right thing, which is totally right.
Well, the thing is, we want you to be able to play any way you like, but we don't want the game to feel like it's forcing you to choose a particular bit. So a lot of people were dissatisfied with that because they got to the final chapter and just
it's like I've got all these people.
The logical choice is to let them die, even though I don't want to do it.
There was an achievement though for
there were
keeping as many people alive, and I actually without ever dropping below good morale or something like that. I remember that being.
Yep, there was that.
That was a tough one.
Those achievements are back for Banner Saga 2. We had a lot more.
Okay.
This opening travel finally gets longships in the game. They have this Viking game.
Yeah, right.
And you need to be traveling by longship.
I always loved these moments in the Banner Saga, the sweeping landscapes and the cool stuff you do with the foreground and the background.
Yeah,
I think it's a lovely touch. You actually feel like you've been on a journey as well, because you're not just jumping from battle to battle. Sometimes you're just watching, sometimes you're just waiting.
Yeah, the travel periods are times when we can really it's timed out. There's times for music to play, sound effects.
You guys got some pretty good music then.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we
Pretty decent.
Austin made another great soundtrack for this game.
Awesome.
We recorded in Denver, Colorado with the Colorado Symphony, and it is, I think it really takes it
right.
to the next level. In particular, because we have the 2 caravans now, so you have a hero
Oh no,
caravan.
oh no,
Yeah.
oh no, no. Okay, I feel like I'm going to pick the option that triggers the battle in the most dramatic way possible. So of course Alette charges in with everyone behind her. Okay, do I want to do anything with my turn order here? Usually I used to have the vols at the front because they, they're good blockers.
They can block. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe put Hacken first.
And then Alio, how does Alio work? I guess we'll get into that.
Let's look at his ability real quick. So this is, tell we're telling. So basically this comes into effect if you're fighting an enemy with a much higher strength. Or if you are injured.
So he's boasting to the enemy.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So this gives you what I call an underdog bonus.
Okay. So he's sort of like a bard kind of character.
Yes.
He's buffing the rest of the group. So do I want him, is that a good position for him to be in? Mid in roster?
I put him near the end because that really doesn't come into play until everybody's in position and ready to use it.
All right, that sounds good. Yep, I like that. I like having the spearman just after the vols as well. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, you've done the thing. You've done the thing where thankfully.
You can move him.
Yeah. So sometimes you do that as it's thematically correct. Like if you're ambushed, sometimes you're dropped into a battle without that. I'm glad that you're letting me put him over there.
Yeah, with everybody all by himself.
Okay, so we'll have the vol there. We'll put him. Actually, like that.
All right. Yeah, he gets the shield wall bonus to hack on standing there. If you put him between
actually, yeah,
two
that's
people,
right.
he'll give 2 shield walls. He's giving a shield wall to 3 people now.
Cool.
So the pressure does more damage if he's got allies in him.
Excellent. All right, so that makes sense.
Of course, you're immediately going to probably move hack on soon.
Yeah, I'm going to charge forwards with some gusto. So you've got 18-12. I can actually do, because Hakon is just excellent.
He has the Sundering Impact, which really works best when you're attacking an enemy who is surrounded by other enemies.
Yeah.
It's an area of effect.
I think I'm just going to try and get...
Yeah, regular attack.
I know this looks like a real enthusiastic use of willpower, but that's a lot of health that this guy has.
18 strength is
That can cause you issues.
Yeah, he would just decimate. So we talked about turn order before. You can click on the initiative bar at the bottom to see who goes next.
Yep. So it's this fella. It's a range guy. Yeah. I can't really do anything about him, but I can put him down to 1 health point.
Yeah.
This feels like a lot.
Basically,
I don't really. That might be a little bit of a waste of willpower actually. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope. So this is one of the things we've changed. The battles in general have more scripted events. They change the scenario as they go. The battle objectives will change.
This is a brand new enemy type, right?
A brand new enemy type, and we have lots of occasions throughout the battles where something happens, the battle scenario changes, you're introduced to a new challenge, and even the objective can change.
A little more dynamic then, right?
Yeah,
okay, cool. I actually kind of wish I'd put my shield wall chap in 3rd position because that'd be really good. But maybe around here, who's next? What do these things actually do? I should probably know that.
Well, you've clicked on it, so it says there that they can become invisible.
Yep.
And move freely around. And then once they're invisible, they surround you and they howl and they all attack at once.
That sounds real bad.
It is bad. They only have 6 strength, but when 4 of them are attacking you at once, then you have a problem.
Oh man, look how much willpower I'm having to waste just to get in the right position.
Well, you don't have to go all the way. He can hit from a corner.
Actually, so I go there. Yeah, you're right.
You could go there to hit if you want.
I think I want to go there so I can get my shield wall fella in the middle of the 2 vols. I think that would be nice.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm just terrified of the big numbers right now.
I know you are.
I know, but he's still got 12 health.
That's a good
okay,
chance.
we'll do it. Yes, nice.
There goes the Skulker.
Okay. Oh, he's gone in. He's actually positioned himself really well there.
No, now he moved.
Okay, right.
Now he's invisible.
So what's the thinking behind new enemy types like that? Did you just feel like the last game didn't quite have enough variety going on?
We were deliberately trying to increase the variety in battle. We don't want every battle to be against the same dredge. There's quite a few new enemy types, and we tried to make them. We didn't we didn't want to make them all new humanoids. So
Right.
Some creepy crawlies seem to be in order.
I haven't done any armor breaking so far, but I think this guy is. I'm going to be able
He's
to.
down to 8 now.
Yeah. I don't really feel like. Well, actually, did I unlock Overwatch with Alette?
I thought you did.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
is that worth using now? Do you think? Because I'm not really that fussed about hitting him.
Yeah, things will have to move into your range to activate it. So
Okay.
who's going next? The Skulker over
Probably
there?
won't get that
That's
far,
out of your
actually.
range. Well,
Yeah.
who's the next?
Then we've got
He's
this
not
one
gonna-
over there.
He's probably not going to move into your range.
Then he might move, but you know what? Maybe I'll just take the shot. Maybe we'll just drop a couple points. Oh, actually, Alette's got loads of willpower right now.
Yeah. She can use a lot
Oh
of
no,
ability.
oh no, he's going to go invisible, and now there's 2 Skulkers, and they can move through their own units, for the looks of it.
While they're invisible.
That's not cool. I think I'm just going to have to position him just
That's
to give him the
fine,
armor
yeah.
buff, right?
Yep.
And turn without an attack. More Skulkers. So they can really, they're squishy, but if you let a few of them go invisible and position
Yeah, if you get
themselves.
4 of them attacking in one turn. It can
Is that, okay, that's great. Okay, so let's use the new bod, or what's the class type called?
It's called Tailworth Telly. So you wanted to use it on someone with a fairly low strength, maybe even Alette.
Okay. Do I need to even move for it?
No, you can cast it at range. There is a range limitation, but you could get Alette with it from where. No, she's.
Oh no, just I need to move forwards 1 then.
Yeah.
Like, or I could just position next to that. So that's going to give her, for every 2 strength, the enemy is above the ally, the buff supplies +1 strength damage. Okay, so that's going to be really useful, especially for this guy over here,
So
maybe.
basically cuts the advantage, in half
Right, cool.
as a bonus.
Okay, so that actually gives.
So
What
now-
the hell is that thing?
Now a new enemy has appeared. This is what I was talking about. This changes the scenario a bit. That's the leader. So now the objective is kill the leader.
Right, okay. So he's got 19 armor, Jesus. Okay, and then a Skulker just turned up.
Yeah, he turned up and attacked Hakon and became revisible. So you know where he is now.
So I can absolutely squash him, but I'm thinking I actually need to maybe make a path to the leader. What do you think?
Yeah.
Get rid of the Skulker because the other ones are close, or kill this guy?
I would maybe kill the big guy because he's taking up too much. He's taking up a lot of space.
Oh no, I can't quite get a kill.
Well,
Is it worth doing just, maybe,
maybe hit his armor and let somebody else kill him.
okay. Yeah, that's another thing I liked about the different, spearmen are so squishy. The different types of units in this game. I love that the fact that Vols and some of the dredge are big is
Yeah.
a gameplay consideration. Like, it's not just like, don't they look cool because they're big giant Vikings? They're also like, they block spaces
They
on the
block
map.
spaces. They can attack many more squares. I mean, a normal melee unit can attack 4 adjacent squares. A big unit can attack 8 adjacent squares.
Right,
It's just-
exactly. Cool.
We did add some 1x2 units. We have bears and there's big skulkers later in the game that are rectangular in shape.
Okay, I know my spearman's going to die here, so what I'm going to just do is use all his willpower to get a nice armor break.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, I'll use one of those and then do all 3. I'm okay to lose a spearman now. He's done something useful. He's done his job.
And every time you damage that armor, it's a potential puncture bonus for Alette.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
So that big that big dredge just walked off and he's summoning it reinforcements.
I think, yeah, we're just going to have to rush the big guy, I think.
Now, of course, if you move, you lose your puncture bonus. Can you hit from where you are?
Oh, right, no, not quite.
You're gonna have to move.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, okay. Oh, not quite. I feel like that is
Now you have to see the green number there is because you have an underdog bonus.
Yep.
If you actually make the hit.
See, that's a really nice hit as well, but 60% hit chance. Is it actually 60%? I need to
Yes.
know this. Right,
Yeah, it's
okay.
actually 60.
'Cause I've always questioned it.
Everybody questions random number generators. It's human nature.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's human nature to detect patterns.
I don't
that
believe you.
exist.
I don't believe you in the slightest, but I appreciate that you've got to
Yeah, I
maintain
understand.
that lie.
We've had the same argument within the studio.
All right. Is there actually a better position to put him? No, I think that's good.
Yeah, being right next to Hakon, he'll get one bonus.
Yeah,
That stone is about to explode, but
It's fine. We'll just.
if you
Let's
wait, use your.
Oh,
you might
actually,
be better off using
fail.
your thrash,
Yeah, yeah.
your flail.
So that does like a combination of strength attacks and armor breaking
Yes,
attacks.
and the final one I believe is always. armory.
Yeah, that was
No armor.
you were right. Oh no. Oh god, that was quite a.
The explosion.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the.
I'm just
part.
taking hits now because I'm rushing the. This is cool. This is new actually. Other than like maybe the last fight in the game in the Banner Saga,
Yeah.
you don't really have objectives outside of like kill everything.
More of that. More almost.
Oh, and perhaps the fight on the bridge as well, of course.
Yeah, there are several scripted, there are several unique scripted things in Banner Saga 1, but the majority of the battles in Banner Saga 2 are unique in some way.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep the thing alert here because I think she's gonna get a
be
really
able
good
to-
shot next time
Got a
she
few
comes around.
times around to get to her. Oh, see that was the Howl
Oh god!
attack.
Oh wow!
The
Oh
Howl
wow!
attack.
Oh no! Look, I love that. I love that, and I really, really wish he had the whirlwind ability right now.
And he could get it now that in Banner Saga 2, he could take that on as a second ability.
And it would look incredible, but
He would
unfortunately,
destroy those people, those skulkers.
let's just. Actually, is there a path that I need to make here? Not really. Maybe I'll squish this one just because. Oh, actually, no, I can get a kill. Let's get a kill, and then that gives me a renown, I guess, that I can use. Yeah,
Willpower.
willpower. Sorry.
He gets you renown too, but that's
Yeah. This is a different thing, right? Renown's the currency.
Okay. Ivor can reach that dredge. So
Yep.
I thought he was going to be blocked. But.
And
Now this is a good use of. Let me click on Ivor, please. Oh, battering ram. Okay.
yeah. So that would get Muth pushing back, right?
But yes, try it. Click it and click on the enemy. Okay, it will go through,
But I don't want to do that because Alette won't get the shot then.
That's correct.
So I'm just going to hit his armor, I think.
Yeah, if you hit his armor, you're setting Alette up for a win.
Yep. Excellent. And actually, let's spend another willpower. Oh no, that was stupid. That was stupid.
Did you? I missed what you did.
I just wasted
Did you
my
use the
willpower.
horn?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. Look at this. The Vols are doing exactly what I need them to do, which is to be massive and a huge distraction from my damage dealer over here, who can do 10 points of damage straight off the bat.
With no chance to miss. There you go.
And is this the end of the battle
Yeah,
after this?
well, I mean, it indicated that it might be.
Because I'm going to go flashy and do 13 points of damage just to really, show off. Yes! Awesome. Cool. Is this a good place to wrap up then, do you reckon?
Yeah, this is basically the end of the demo. There's a conversation after this, and it shows you the chasm that you have to cross next. But this is the last battle.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time, John. I really like the look of it. I like you made some sensible changes. I think
Good.
the combat. I like some of the dynamic changes, but more than that, I just like that. It's not you know how we talked about at the beginning that the battles came down to getting everyone on low health and then slowly taking them out. We've already the battle we just played wasn't that at all. It was rushing a single unit and actually taking risks and stuff, which is new and different and probably what I think the series needed.
Even little changes like that, I think, make it feel much more fresh and much more exciting.
And also, your game still looks really pretty and sounds really good. So I'm very happy and excited to see it. It's really soon. It's this month, isn't it?
Yeah, it's less than 2 weeks.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to it.
April 19th.
Cool, man. Well, I'm looking forward to playing it, and thank you once again for your time.
All right, thank you.
All right, go on.
Pick up the gun.
Ether, I swear,
Pick up the gun.
What do you think I'm trying to do here?
Pick up the gun. What's wrong with you? Why don't you want to pick up the gun?
I don't know. Please stop.
Why won't
Please
you pick
stop.
up the gun? Pick it up.
What?